2015 World Archery World Tour. So stage 4 continues now with the women's gold medal match. We just saw 2 archers from Chinese Taipei go head-to-head. Now we'll watch 2 archers from Korea battle it out for the gold medal. And in this match, it'll be number 1 Lee Tuk-young versus number 6 seed Hong Sunam. Both from Korea, both teammates this morning, both winning silver medals in team competition. And now going for the gold here against one another. So let's meet Hong Sunam. Hong Sunam, 25 years old, 4-0 so far this year in match play, and has never gone up against her teammate Lee Tuk-young. Did have a good week though, scored a 6-0 win over Ana Maria Rendon in the 1/8 round, then was a 7-3 winner over Hayashi Yuki of Japan in the quarterfinals, and beat Tanya Ting 6-4 in the semis. So that says a lot about Hong Sunam, who shot well this morning in the women's team competition, and will have to shoot well this afternoon against Lee Tuk-young, who came up with a 6-2 win over Zhu Jing in the 1/8 round, a 7-3 win in the quarterfinals, and took a 2-point decision over Lei Chen Ying in the semis, 6-4. Those are the stats, the numbers on Lee Tuk-young. And of course, we saw Lee Tuk-young in the mixed team gold medal match just a moment ago, as Korea able to take that gold away from China with a 5-1 win. Lee Tuk-young now going for her 3rd medal of the day.
And again, for Miss Lee, she's on the same target that she was for that mixed team match as well. So she potentially has that, slight advantage over a teammate who wasn't out there just moments ago.
Bit of a comfort factor for Lee Tuk-young. And we begin with a 9. Hong Sunam also with a 9.
Both to the right-hand side of the target. Almost the exact same spot.
Fierce look on the face of Lee Tuk-young. That one leaks out into the 8 ring.
So a 10 here will secure the set for Miss Lee.
Slowly and deliberately draws it back. Releases, gets the 9. So the possibility exists that there could be a split. It's all up to Hong Sunam, and she does get the split.
Great shooting there. Knowing that you need a 10 to even be on the board, have a chance at the set, and then being able to do that under that pressure. It's just mental resilience right there.
Lee Tuk-young enjoying the moment. Can you enjoy the moment when you're competing against a teammate?
I'm not sure if you can, but I guess
it's got to be a little bit of an odd situation.
At some point you can, yeah. You're so used to versing your teammates at home that to come away to an international competition and then be against your teammate again, it's a very odd sensation. It's very
Why'd
odd
we
feeling.
come this far? We could have done this at home, huh?
Exactly.
Not the same sort of a setting, though.
No, definitely not.
Bit of an anomaly that we would have, I think, 3 sets of teammates going against each other today. We'll see it in the next match as well, in the mixed, or I should say the men's bronze medal match, where we'll have the 2 Dutchmen dueling. Right now, a good duel going on between top seed Lee Tuk-young and the number 6 qualifier Hong Sunam. Ms. Lee.
And she's made a correction there. She's on the 10.
Finds the gold ring. And Hong Sunam does the same.
not going to be easy for either of these two. They're not going to give up.
Almost dead center. Lee Tuk-young says, I'll see you and I'll raise you.
Just up the top there.
So little margin for error. Ms. Lee held it a little longer and is a little lower.
You don't usually tend to see archers blink a lot when they're at full draw. They try and maintain that strong eye focus towards the gold where they want to hit, just like that, and that puts it in the middle.
Very strong eye focus, a very strong shot as she tattoos another 10 up on the board, and they split once again. So a very competitive match right now here in the women's gold medal showdown between the two Koreans, Lee Tuk-young and Hong Sunam, who know each other very, very well. Two 10s to start off that third set. And we talked about the margin for error being so slim. She shoots a 9 on that the third arrow. And that was just enough to open the door for Hong Sunam to come back and tie the set.
Exactly. You can never give up.
No let up, no let down. Stakes are high as they go for the gold here in Medellin.
Even near perfect sets aren't enough to win it in this stage. Another 10.
Brilliant. Lee Tuk-young has 28 wins on her resume, going for 29. Right down, dead center.
They're close to 10.
Hong Sunam, who hasn't built up quite the track record yet of a Lee Tuk-young, but is hanging with her as Lee Tuk-young once again tries to raise the bar. I'm impressed by how calm and collected Hong Sunam is.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
Or at least as well. Lee Tuk-young trying to shake her. Oh, and opens the door.
That's a little bit of a falter right there.
Could be the first real break in this match. Hong Sunam takes advantage.
That's perfect.
Goes for the kill. 10-10-10 here in the third set, and she takes a 4-2 lead. Goes back to what we said. One little slip, one bad move, one little mistake.
Fraction of a second, or a split decision where you don't trust yourself or you second guess it, and that's what can happen. You can go from near perfect to way out in the red. So
right now, with the wind becoming a little bit more of a factor, and it's not as much of a crosswind, now it's a wind that's going from east to west, so it's a bit of a tailwind, isn't it, Taylor?
Yeah, it looks like a bit of a tailwind.
So that changes the equation, doesn't it?
Yeah, so you don't need to aim off too much left to right anymore. A tailwind can affect your arrows up and down, depending on at what point in a gust where you get hit. It could push you high or it could push you low, depending on what angle the arrow is on during mid-flight. So it's very, very tempting to overcorrect in these situations. And then when the wind dies down, it goes exactly where you aimed it.
And for those who may be new to the sport, these arrows go on a trajectory that's an arcing trajectory, not a straight line from that bow to the target. The sirens blaring in the background, Hong Sunam, unaffected, dialed in, focused in a world of her own right now. She moves ahead by 1 in what could be the final set. Although Lee Tuk-young says, I've got something to say about that.
She's not giving up either.
Ms. Hong hangs up another 10. The Korean coach is a little bit more demure right now. Not as demonstrative with the two archers going against each other. And this one may have slipped away from Lee Tuk-young as Hong Sunam can wrap it up and clinch it. Right there she does. A 9 is all she needed, and that's what she got. Hong Sunam with arguably the biggest day and the biggest career of a win of her career. So the two teammates battled it out. And it was even, all even through the first 2 sets. But an 8 by Lee Tuk-young in the 3rd set opened the door and allowed Hong Sunam to go ahead 4-2 and allow Ms. Hong to wrap it up in the 4th set, and she wins 6-2. So a bit of a surprise right there. Lee Tuk-young, the top seed, Hong Sunam, the number 6 seed. But when you get to this level, not that much separation between number 1 and number 6.
No, not at all. Even from 1 to 10 or 1 to 15, it's only a handful of points, which is basically all that match came down to. Very, very close match between the two, but at the top end of our sport, it's all very, very close.